You can homeschool and work. This is going to be my office for the day. I will not be leaving this bed, and I'm going to show you how. So here's the example for today. Eat, get dressed. They do that by themselves. Half hour later, they start their classes. I try to go with the longer out school classes as they've gotten used to being on online classes. I like things that are about 40 to 45 minutes because those are worth my money. My kids do art every single day. Apiwa is doing this fashion designer class here. It's a shame that in schools kids only get art 1 hour a week because art has shown to boost test scores, to boost just performance in all the other subjects. So make sure you guys are, keeping your ears to the ground. And when you hear stuff come up about arts funding, make sure you are voting. So for example, Apiwe had fashion design class at 7:30 a.m. Amashe did her science with Play-Doh at the same time, and both of those classes were 45 minutes. So they have 15 minutes in between, and in that 15 minutes, they do random stuff. They may clean up, they may prepare for the next class, they may want to finish up whatever they're working on. So I don't do it back to back to back to back. I give them a little bit of time in between the classes. First couple hours are basically arts or arts mixed in with science. So then we have social studies here. This is going to be a class where they're mostly sitting and listening, whereas these classes, they're kind of actively doing things. So I like to break up the day. Then at 12:30, they're going to make their own lunch. They're not going to talk to me while they do that. We have done this for a long time, so they know that if they want to eat well, they can take their time and make themselves a good lunch. That's why they have 45 minutes to do that. So this is a really great cookbook because it's easy enough for my kids to make on their own. Parfaits, smoothie bowls, there's even salads. So as long as I purchase the ingredients, they will make these things. And you'd be surprised. You'd make this, you'd be surprised at the interesting things that they make and eat that are veggies that they normally wouldn't eat, but because they make it themselves, they are happy to eat them. This is what they really like to make. Isn't this great? And so then after they finish that, they'll finish their Black History project that I made that they'll be working on. They will do some workbook pages just sitting down and working here. So the selection of workbooks is really important here. I do not use their curriculum material and have them work alone on that because it may just get frustrating. Instead, choose workbooks that contain review subjects, so things that they already know, skills that they have already learned. So here they're using first and second grade material, so on grade level materials, but it's just things that we have already reviewed. I love this word problem workbook because it's something that kids are not necessarily exposed to on a daily basis in some curriculum. I also love the Kumon workbooks because it's repetitive, it's really self-explanatory, and it's kind of self-led learning. So the children can work on a skill in those Kumon workbooks and actually get better at that skill. So that's what I do. I also let kids know if they're in this word problem book and they get to something that they don't understand, just try it the best they can, put a star next to it, and keep working. And then they'll have free time to do whatever they want. And then today's kind of a short day, so we have to go to dance. They have to be ready to go and do that by 3 o'clock because that's when I walk out the door. So from 7 to 3, I shouldn't hear anything from my kids because they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Now, realistically, will they come in and be trying to show me things? Yes, they will. But this day is set up so that they don't need me for anything on these days. And these are all things that they really want to do. So I don't have to force Amashe to go to art club. Like, she's on there, she's ready to go. I don't have to force a PUA to learn about gross animals. She wants to do that. They both love their African American history course. And these are also things that they really wanted to do and finish. Now the workbook pages, no, this is not something they really want to do, but having the schedule here, and it's really only something like that for 2 things. In the next couple of videos, I'll go over my Black History workbook that I created for the kids that you guys can purchase. And I'll also tell you how you can do a day like this without paid classes. I do not use OutSchool a ton because it starts to add up. But when you need to get work done, you need to get work done. And so sometimes it is worth it. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up or leave a comment if this was helpful for you.